thanks a lot for being here. We are at the Printemps de Bourges, in the Black Box.
We're happy to be in the Black Box.
Great place to be.
So first, could you tell us first, where do you come from? Because, of course, as everybody knows, you're not French, so...
How can you tell? How can you tell?
Wow.
Bonjour.
Yeah.
We are from Los Angeles, California.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You're brothers?
We are.
Mm. How did you start playing music together?
We've kind of always lived in a very bizarre world with each other. We've always had
Similar tastes
when we were little, but we had the different games and different things, and we listened to a lot of music. And our parents, you know, played music all the time. And just kind of as we got older, our little bizarre world turned into a musical world. And all of a sudden, it really feels no different than playing with toys. And now we're just making music. Like so it just kind of evolved over the years of just kind of, you know, being brothers and being obsessed with music. So it was
a way for us to continue hanging out together all the time.
Okay. How did you work on your compositions? Who does what?
I do everything. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you know, we'll have an idea. Maybe that's, you know, he had an idea, I have an idea. We'll lay down some drums for it, and we'll just kind of, you know, one of us usually fleshes out the hook. We'll always, you know, we'll go with the hook first and the idea, and then once we feel like that's intact, you know, I'll do my own verse, he does his verse. Yeah. He might have an idea for a pre-hook that then we'll do together. It's really collaborative. But when it comes to, you know, the meat of the song where it's our verses, we always do that ourselves.
Yeah.
Everything else is shared.
And I play guitar horribly and keys pretty poorly too, and we flesh out just a demo version, and then we have a band who kind of then makes it sound much better than what I've done.
Yeah, we take it to them once the demo.
But yeah, we give it its melody and all of the lyrics, and then we kind of work with the band and a producer and kind of get it to a new point. So yeah.
For you, it's a chance to be brother, or it's maybe sometimes a difficulty, or it's easier to work together.
I think,
or not.
I think it's more than anything, it makes it easier, because I think that we're able to say things to each other and to communicate in ways that would maybe be a little more awkward or difficult for somebody that isn't related. But then
sometimes we get mad at each other for things that you wouldn't get mad at another band member for, and
because we're so close.
Yeah, you speak in a way that's rather rude and offensive, like you wouldn't normally. So sometimes we hate each other. We're hardly the Gallaghers, but we have our moments.
We bicker like a married couple.
We definitely have our moments where we tell each other we'll never work together again. So yeah.
But then that lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we write a good song about it.
Yeah.
Well, what are your main influences, musical influences? Is there any band that you?
I mean, for me personally, it's hard to pinpoint a specific band. You know, like he was saying, we grew up with a lot of like 80s new wave and 80s rock, and then it segued into like early 90s hip hop, which to me is kind of the foundation of what I do, and I like to build around that. And then, you know, Nick really got into rock in the late 90s and, you know, early 2000s when the Strokes came
with
out.
hip-hop, and all the new dance rock just became, like, to me, so much more enjoyable than what hip-hop had become. But I mean, yeah, we grew up, I mean, our parents, you know, force-fed us the Police and Roxy Music and Talking Heads, and so we loved that sound. And then we, you know, Tribe Called...
Great reference.
Yes. And then, you know, and then in our own world, we got obsessed with the Tribe Called Quest and De La Soul and all of that hip-hop. So as we got older and more confident in our songwriting and more confident in who we were as musicians, we, you know, did our best to combine the Police with the Tribe Called Quest, which sounds rather bizarre. But,
I mean, I guess if you had to name two main influences, it might be boiled down to that.
I think so, yeah.
Police and Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah, there you go.
The French people discovered Lexicon at the Solidays festival. Have you a special feeling with the French public welcome? Is it special in France?
We love it here. Yeah? We're going to move here. It's just been amazing. I mean, in America, I mean, even the reason we decided to come with a label in Paris and everything is because in America you have to fit inside of a box. Black box. No. You have to be a particular genre. You have to be, for us, rapping over rock beats with programmed drums, it was like, we don't know what to do with you. Are you rock? Are you pop? Are you urban? Are you... And here it seems that the French audience doesn't care. If they like the music, that's all that matters. And we've had such
because we think that in France that we are like you say, that we want all in a box. So
maybe it helps that we're from Los Angeles and that people look at us from outside. But
different.
It seems much more open-minded. I think this is the best way to say it here. You know, we feel much more accepted here than we do in LA.
Yeah, to be honest,
it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the French.
Yeah, we mean it.
And so, what are your plans, your projects on the mid or?
Well, the album that we've been working on for, you know, the past few years, our opus of sorts, comes out in September. It's called Rap Stars, and that's coming out in France and around Europe and UK and America too, but focusing on this part of the world in September. And meanwhile, we're already writing the next album while we tour, and we'll be back in July for festivals and back in September for festivals, and just becoming doing our best to become citizens. So,
yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
you. It was a pleasure.
Take care. And hope to see you soon on the road or on the French, another French festival.
Absolutely.
Soon. Thank
Merci.
you very much.
Merci.